How fast were you going?
60, 65.
Are you kidding me?
I don't know.
How about 103?
No. I got a Dashcam that proves I went to 103.
Sir, you were.
I'm not a liar.
You were.
Welcome back to the LackLuster channel. Back in 2022, I broke a story in which a viewer named John was protesting speed traps created by the Delaware State Police. Here is a brief recap.
You are not taking my property. What's your badge number?
My badge number's right there.
At first, we only had John's cell phone footage, which showed one of the most egregious incidents I've covered to date.
Because you had your finger out.
Disorderly conduct
Now,
what?
here's what's about to happen. You're about to be arrested again for resisting arrest.
The video shows Trooper Nicholas Gallo and Corporal Stephen Douglas harassing John for holding a sign that reads, "Radar ahead."
Don't touch that. You people to come up here. I got a man trying to steal my property. Tell him he's not going to let me do something that's constitutionally protected.
Traffic.
No, I'm not.
Stand on the side.
What's the statute for that? What's the statute?
You wanted our attention. You got it. I mean,
I don't want your attention. Go the f away, road pirate.
You wanted our attention.
Go away, road pirates.
The troopers smile from ear to ear as they assault him and force him to cease protesting after they steal and destroy his sign.
Put your hands on me. You see what this motherfucker did? You see what he did? Don't put your hands on me. Do not put... Give me my property back. You piece of... Give me my property back. You see this? You tyrant piece of...
After the troopers assaulted John, stole and destroyed his property, they stay on scene and wait until he leaves. John drove up to the next light, made a legal U-turn, and as he passed the officers who had just violated him, he flips them off. And the troopers immediately pull out to chase him down. Dashcam footage shows the officers responding to the unlawful traffic stop, traveling well above the 55-mile-per-hour speed limit. Corporal Douglas's cruiser is seen putting the lives of citizens at grave risk by traveling 104 miles per hour. Another trooper is shown doing more than 90, all to retaliate against a man for the content of his speech. Worse is that before arriving, the troopers conspired against John, communicating over the radio about what false charges they could hit him with, fully aware that it would serve to do nothing but waste John's time and perhaps cost him money to fight.
We can lock him up for disorderly conduct. It may not go anywhere, but we can definitely lock him up for disorderly conduct.
The reason I stopped you is you had your hand out the window with
So what?
the finger.
So what? It's constitutionally protected speech.
Is there a reason why you're doing that? Is there a reason why you're doing that?
You're stopping me for constitutionally protected speech, right?
Because you had your hand out the window.
Right now, you're being detained.
For what?
You're being detained.
I told you why I stopped you already, sir.
For putting my middle finger up. That's correct?
No,
correct.
No,
exactly.
Right. You extended your arm out the window.
No, I had my middle finger out the window.
Okay, let me get your ID.
John was maliciously charged with a violation for failure to give a right-hand turn signal. After John is set free, the troopers fantasize of their future plans of locking John up, taking his son and his dog.
Now we're gonna have problems with that guy. Oh yeah. But after a while, he's gonna do something stupid. He's gonna do something stupid. He got his kid in the car, and you know what I mean, dog in the car. Lock him up. Kid, put his dog in the impound. You know, but he'll do something stupid. But for now, it is what it is.
Corporal Box then calls his supervisor.
You know, the guy's F you. I can do what I want. This, that, and the other. Well, Gallo took the guy's sign and ripped it up. So now he's pissed about that.
He also admits to being aware that flipping someone off is not a valid reason for a traffic stop.
Gave the finger as he was driving away. Dougie pulled him over and then wrote him for hand gestures. So wrote him a citation for hand gestures.
Pulled him over for it, like giving him the middle finger?
Yeah, for giving him middle finger. So,
yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah.
That'll get dropped.
Yeah, it's going to get thrown. I told him that's going to get thrown out. But it's just going, it's going to cause the problem. I was going to give him back the sign, but the guy already ripped the sign up. So, because I went and talked to him, and obviously he didn't want to hear anything I had to say by that time,
The supervisor advised Corporal Box that they'd have to look for something stupid to lock him up for in the future.
Yeah, we need to look at something more that applies, like maybe something stupid, like, park in the roadway.
Right.
Yeah, something like that that'll apply. Unfortunately, I mean,
yeah.
You you can't. We can't pull people over. We can't write them tickets for telling us to fuck off or giving us the middle finger and stuff like that. And, you know, that's their right to do so.
Yeah.
Remember, this call was made specifically to head off a possible incoming complaint for what both officers know was a clear injustice and a violation of their sworn oaths. But the supervisor doesn't sound concerned with getting his troops right, and instead of investigating their actions, he says he'll investigate John.
All right, I'll do some more work up on this guy, and I'll pass it on. I'm sure I haven't got any emails yet that said he called.
He called. He called Kurt. Kurt's on the desk, so he did call.
He said he's still inside, they ripped it up. And he doesn't have to tell us anything, so that's all those phone calls are done.
After talking with his supervisor, Trooper Box calls Trooper Gallo to laugh about inconveniencing John with the ticket.
I called Pop. And, he's like, yeah, oh, well, we shouldn't have ripped the sign up, yeah. And then number two, we have no real basis to write him. It's going to get thrown out anyway, it's going to get thrown out. The hand gesture thing, it's not, it doesn't count for fingers, for fingers.
Well, police is inconvenienced him, so you got it.
Right. So now, he's going to do something stupid one day where we are going to be able to lock him up for disorderly conduct.
Trooper Box finally realizes his microphone is on and cuts it off mid-call. These videos show a level of awe-inspiring police misconduct, with troopers conspiring amongst themselves to violate the rights of a citizen after assaulting him, stealing, and destroying his property. Worse is that it shows that the leadership ranks are rotten to the core, and this clip seems to incriminate the local prosecutors as well.
It's all good. I'll see him in court at some point, I'm going to just make sure police prosecution doesn't drop it.
John filed the lawsuit, and the Delaware State Police agreed to pay $50,000 for unlawfully preventing him from engaging in peaceful protest. No word was ever given on whether any of the troopers faced any consequences for their actions. But recently, I was sent a new video from Matt, an elite status Lyft driver who works between 50 and 80 hours a week for the company. He is ranked in the top 5% of drivers in the Philadelphia area and covers DC, Manhattan, Long Island, New Jersey, and all over Pennsylvania. In early April of 2025, he was on his way to pick up a client at 4 a.m. and had to pass through Delaware in the same district of the troopers named in John's lawsuit. Fortunately, Matt has a dashcam that displays his speed and provided me 3 minutes of his driving prior to the following encounter. The digits, however, are not easy to read, but as seen on screen, his current speed is 69 miles per hour. Delaware State Trooper James Agnor was parked here, in a small lot that enables him to view both lanes of traffic. The first possible moment he had available to see Matt was as he passed over the top of the Summit Bridge, nearly a mile away. Per the dashcam footage at that location, Matt appears to have been driving 72 miles per hour, slowing into the 60s as he approached the turn.
Well, Delaware corporations tend to be owned, we've got millions of them, but there are a lot of Delaware corporations that are listed on the public stock exchange, the shares of which are owned by a diverse range of investors all across the country and the world. They all have some interest in, how does Delaware regulate or how does it administer its corporate law? So that's why you've got a lot of institutional investors, so big money managers, asset managers, pension funds, who manage the money of individual human beings, saying, gee, we don't like this.
Our guest is Larry Cunningham, director of the University of Delaware Weinberg Center for Corporate WDEL. It was touched upon, Larry, on the final day of the vote, and also we did earlier about where things may proceed with this corporate council group that had so much input into the legislation.
Morning, Corporal Agnor, Delaware State Police.
Good morning.
License, registration, insurance. Thank you.
Now, the insurance, is it alright if I have a picture of it on my phone, or do I actually have the paper? I don't know if I have the updated one. I get one every like 6 months, but I haven't really. So I'm on my way to pick up take somebody to the airport. Just be there in 8 minutes.
You're supposed to be what?
I gotta be there in 10 minutes. Well, I got till 6.
Well, how fast were you going?
Honestly, I'm not sure. I was just cruising along here.
We'll say you were cruising along. How fast were you going?
I don't know. I was probably 60, 65.
Are you kidding me?
I don't know.
How about 103?
No. I got a dash cam that proves I wasn't doing 103.
Cool.
No, I swear to God.
I got a dash cam too, and my radar, just calibrated, is 103. You're the fastest vehicle on the roadway.
I haven't done over 100, officer. I swear to God, I do this every day. I'm a top driver with Lyft.
Okay, sit tight.
Okay.
You have the insurance or not?
I have it on my phone.
Let me see it.
I mean, I did. I swear to God, there's no way I was doing 103.
Sir, I would love to see your dash cam when it comes time to trial.
Okay. Yeah, sir, I'm sorry. I got 4 kids at home. I'm just trying to work. I swear to God, I wasn't doing 103.
Sir, you were.
I'm not a liar.
You were. I watched you increase speed. You went from 84 coming over the top of the bridge to 103.
I don't know how.
Do you have the insurance? Yes or no?
I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it. I mean, if I can get into my app, but I got a picture of it over there. I can't drive without insurance.
I understand.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to make a living. I just got a speeding ticket a couple months ago in Claymont, but I was. I might have been doing 75. I swear to God, I was not doing 103.
No, you were doing 103. There's no way to...
There's no possible... I wouldn't know if I was doing 103.
That's the problem, sir.
I mean, can I bring the dash cam up and show you? I mean, I swear to God.
Does it show you the actual speed?
I'm pretty sure I've only had it for about a month.
Okay.
I mean, it's...
Well, so I can fill that up. I'll be right back.
All right.
Matt shuts off his dash cam to ensure that he saves the videos and to show Trooper Agnor. But when the trooper returns, Matt shows the insurance on his cell phone and attempts to provide the trooper with the video proof that he was not driving 103 miles per hour. But Trooper Agnor had grown impatient and had already written the citations. The first was a warning for a license plate frame that the dealer had installed prior to Matt purchasing the vehicle. But on top of that warning, he was issued 3 citations, one for reckless driving, one for failing to have insurance in his possession, though he showed it, and the third for speeding. His first mandatory appearance is in late April, and if he is unable to get the charges dismissed, he will lose access to Lyft for 7 years. This would be especially damning as it is the primary income for his wife and 4 children. Matt has filed a complaint with the Delaware State Police Office of Professional Responsibility and is waiting for the investigation results from Internal Affairs, but he tells me that when he made the report, they didn't seem to care too much. And despite being told the investigation would be concluded within a few days, he has yet to hear back from them. So keep an eye out on my community page or future videos for an update on this case. And if you don't have a dash cam, and specifically one that shows your speed, check the pinned comment and description for my recommendation. If you'd like me to break your story and be featured on the channel, use my form in the pinned comment to submit your video. As always, if you liked this episode, be sure to check out another one, linked on screen.